welcome everyone. For those who do not know me, my name is John Beveridge. I'm the chair of the Working Toward Wellness Committee, and I am Occupational Health and Safety Coordinator with Windsor Regional Hospital. I will be the Master of Ceremony for today's Healthy Workplace Awards Acknowledgement event. Just a bit of housekeeping items before we get underway. Please ensure your mic is muted for the duration of the event. Also, we will be recording the event so that we can distribute that after, make it available. So if you, you may want to have your camera off as well if you don't wish to be captured on video. And as well, the graphics that are shared in the presentation will be available as well through that process. Okay. If you have any comments or questions, then you can use the chat to enter those, and we'll do our best to address those. Okay. So the the 2021 version, if you will, of the Healthy Workplace Awards program, it's representative of the ongoing strategies. We'll say ongoing because we took on a similar format last year, you know, with understanding and realization of the pandemic that was going on. The approaches nonetheless have been adopted by local workplaces to operate safely while prioritizing the health, safety, and mental well-being of their employees, as well customers and the broader community. So thank you for joining us today as we recognize the efforts and achievements of this year's award recipients. On the agenda today, we are fortunate to have Coach Kurt Downs with us to provide us with the keynote presentation. And then once at the conclusion of that, we will present the awards. We will go through each of the recipients and speak to some of the highlights of their submission. Okay. Just a little bit about the committee, the Workplace Wellness Committee. It was established back in 2002 to promote and support workplace wellness efforts in Windsor-Essex County by providing input into the planning, development, implementation, and evaluation of comprehensive workplace wellness programs. The committee, which also organizes the Healthy at Work webinar series, which many of you have attended, and that's wonderful, also hosts the predecessor or the proper awards program, if you will, the Gord Healthy Workplace and Bike Friendly Workplace Awards, which we are working on a return to that. So stay tuned to that. The committee itself is comprised of individual members representing multiple sectors and organizations across Windsor and Essex County. Among the members, we have Sarah Fram representing Workforce Windsor-Essex and the WeLip Partnership, Jeff McEwen with Saintclaire College, Mark Parent and Melissa Statham, Occupational Health Clinics for Ontario Workers, some know as OCAL, Sonia Skillings with Green Shield Canada, Renew Khosla with the School Board, Greater Essex County District School Board Joint EAP, Employee Assistance Program, Beth Ann Turnovan with Family Services Windsor-Essex, Ashley Pierce, Hotel New Grace Healthcare, Debbie Newcomb with Erie Shores Healthcare, myself with Windsor Regional Hospital, Kim Willis, Katie Duzmet, Carrie Davis, and Philip Klimsky, Phil, who's supporting us on the IT end today. So that's wonderful. Thank you, Phil. All with and representing the CMHA, Canadian Mental Health Association, Windsor-Essex County branch. And of course, the Windsor-Essex County Health Unit, represented by Courtney Williston, Gordon Thane, Wendy Curtis, and Amanda Ryle. Just a note about the committee and membership. we are always open to those who might be interested in becoming a part of it. So if you feel that your organization is a workplace that demonstrates a sustained interest in promoting and supporting the health and well-being of Windsor-Essex County residents, you are invited to apply to join our membership. So what you can do is contact myself, and I have I will be providing my contact information later in the presentation, so you can reach out to me for that. Okay. All right. Having said all of that, it is now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Coach Kurt Downs. Regarded as one of the leading athletic coaches in Canada, Kurt Downs currently coaches athletes from grassroots through professional levels with Border City Athletics Club. Downs has been awarded Athletics Canada's Dr. Doug Clement Award for Coach of the Year, that was in 2019, and Canadian Running Magazine Community Builder of the Year in 2020. Downs has coached Olympians, Paralympians, and multiple Team Canada athletes. He led Brandon McBride to a Canadian record in the 800 meter and has served on Team Canada's coaching staff several times, including the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, the 2019 IAAF World Athletics Championship, the 2019 Pan American Senior Championships, the 2018 NACAC Senior Championships, 2017 IAAF World Championships, 2015 Pan American Junior Championships, 2013 IAAF World Youth Championships, and the 2012 IAAF World Junior Championships. So at this time, Coach, the floor is now yours.
Thanks, John. Appreciate you all having me here to be able to speak. Again, I'm feeling a little honored, obviously, to be able to be here at something like this. Are you able to hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Awesome. I'm just going to share my screen if that's okay.
Yep.
And what I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about today was the 5 components for creating a successful and winning culture. And then add one lesson on resiliency. I've been incredibly fortunate over the last 20 years having coached, been an educator, currently at my school at St. James Elementary here on the west side of the city, and also fortunate to be a mentor. And in that, you know, a lot of times, again, mental health, understanding the workplace that you're in, all of those things are incredibly important. So being obviously understanding of the time and the other things that you have to do today, I'm just going to hop into my presentation here. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them or to provide my email at the end for you guys to reach out if that's okay. So for me, as John mentioned, I'm an educator, the founder of Border City Athletics Club. I've been, again, fortunate to be on a few national teams. I enjoy mentoring as well as getting opportunities like this to speak to colleagues and other people around the world. Quick history of our club. We took a name from the esteemed coach Dennis Farrell in 2013, and we branched off to doing some pretty amazing things in the last little while, some of which I'll get into as we extend here. For me, the most important things or components of a successful team and creating a winning culture are defining a philosophy, creating a developmental framework, funneling information, establishing team dynamics, and developing some form of an elite presence in what you do. And I'll try to take you through each of them fairly briefly, but as in-depthly as I can. For me, when you look at defining a philosophy, what you need to do is you have to communicate that specific goal through your company and through your community, making sure that all of the stakeholders understand exactly what it is that's important to you, and so that they understand that it's important to them as well. For us, our goal, our mission is to develop young people. We want them to have aspirations of success. We want to utilize their gifts. We want to assist them in overcoming whatever personal or academic obstacles they may have, in preparing them to be the best role models that they can be. So what we did is we took that and we broke it down into 4 pillars. And those pillars are the pillars that we believe are the most stringent, the most important things that we can do in our community for young people. So it's develop the athlete, branch out into the community, create opportunities for them, and teach them with as much integrity as we possibly can. When we look at creating an athlete developmental framework, the way I look at it is sort of a mad scientist, for lack of a better term. It's a mixture of certain components that you have to put together and mix together for those athletes in order for them to be successful. For us, we've narrowed it down to 4 things, 4 days, 4 concepts that we've put together, and we use that as a framework for everything we do developmentally for our athletes. We've been, again, incredibly fortunate. This is Jacob Robson here. He's one of the athletes that we've worked with all the way through. He is now with the Detroit Tigers. He was in AAA and he was called up earlier this year. He started with us in the 9th grade. Again, here's Brandon McBride, another athlete that was with our program. He started as a triple jumper, a distance hurdler, short sprinter, and moved up through to the 400 and to the 800 meters eventually as well. When we're looking at funneling information, me as a leader, I have to come together with as many ideas as possible, and I have to divulge the knowledge that I have down towards the groups of people, not that I'm working above, but that I'm working with. So for me, I always love this graphic here by Charlie Brown. It says, goodbye always makes my throat hurt. And when I think about that, I think as a leader, sometimes you have to leave the environment that you're in, go out, learn other things, and then come back into that environment with some newfound information and be able to share that with the people that you're working with. So for me, I was very fortunate. I was able to go out through to a bunch of different places, go out to the University of Western Ontario, as well as head out to tons of different coaching opportunities all through the world, really. And what I try to do with that information is bring it back into the club, into the city, and spread it in the best way possible. Another example of that would be funneling information from myself to the coaches that I work with. Funneling that information from myself to classrooms at the university. I've been fortunate enough to present with Dr. Jess Dixon here and one of his sports management groups on the business of sport and agents that I've had the good fortune of dealing with on the Golden League and the Diamond League Tour, as well as working with the young coaches in our group that have been athletes and have moved on their way up to becoming young coaches, providing opportunities for them to divulge the knowledge that they have to even younger developmental age athletes as well. One of the things I think that's incredibly important for us in this divulging of information, or this passing down of information, is the athlete wellness model. For us, what we try to do is put the athletes together with the parent and give them as much knowledge as we possibly can as far as recovery, putting them in touch with recreation coordinators, putting them in touch with physiotherapists, yoga, as methods of recovery, as well as putting them together with as many mental skills specialists as we possibly can. We've been fortunate to have Dr. Krista Chandler from the university and Dr. Marcia Milne to come in and do different sessions with our young athletes and helping them try to understand what's necessary for them to not struggle with anxiety and other different things that may plague young people. Lastly, one of the things that I think about is how do we spread information from myself as a leader to our athletes as well as to our parents? What we do is we create these summit series types of events where we bring athletes together with their parents into an educational format where they have to co-learn. I think that being a teacher and being an educator allows me to see some of the voids in education. And I think a lot of times parents and athletes or parents and young students aren't on the same page together, and they really do need to be. One of the things that's incredibly important, and it is in the classroom, on the staff here that I work with, in addition to the staff that I coach with, is developing team dynamics. So for me, I look at team dynamics as breaking them down into 5 key components: practice, team functions, competitions, creating an identity, and having some form of a lighthearted moment for them. When I look at those, I look at team dynamics in the practice environment as being an opportunity to create some type of social bonding. So what we do is we make warm-ups and cool downs a giant team thing. It doesn't matter if you're a shot putter, it doesn't matter if you're a junior or a young developmental athlete that's a sprinter, or you're a distance runner. There's always opportunities to create this social opportunity to bond. So we try to force that and make that something that we do at all points in time. Team functions, another opportunity for us to create team dynamics. For us as a club, we try to create that with information nights for parents and athletes. We also try to do that with our own staff. It could be something as simple as providing a flower for our female athletes. It could be something as simple as having a dinner where we put them all together. Sorry, not our female athletes, but our female coaches. Bringing them together and highlighting things such as graduations. We had one of our young coaches graduate from law school the other day. We had another one graduate from architecture school. So we try to celebrate them. It could be a dinner, it could be a social engagement where we go out and grab a meal or a dessert, a drink, whatever it is that we can do to provide an opportunity for us to highlight those types of things and those opportunities. Likewise, competitions are also opportunities for us to create team dynamics and build camaraderie between our young athletes. There's no better way for young athletes than to travel together, to go to meets, and we travel all over Canada and the US, where, and again, this is pre-COVID times, but we definitely try to put them in those environments where they have nothing to do other than to bond and to share some unique experiences together. Lastly, we look at creating an identity. We use clothing to create an identity. When you put on a uniform or you put on clothing that matches someone that's around you, you have a sense of pride about it. And we try to create these types of opportunities at all points in time, whether it's going to Dick's Sporting Goods in the US and buying as much of it as possible, or it's going to the running factory and creating a partnership with them and New Balance, or whoever it may be. We try to create some type of identity where the athletes feel proud to wear the Border City logo and represent us. Finally, the lighthearted moments. One of the things that we think is important is allowing the athletes, the coaches together to have some silly and some lighthearted moments as a group. Having fun is a good thing. It creates good emotions, good feelings about being involved with the people that you're around and you spend quite a bit of time with. It could be something like a Halloween, as we have coming up here, where some of the kids got to dress up in their tutus and be silly. It could be something along the lines of putting lights on when we were out of facility space during some construction at the university, or it could be silly as allowing them to think that they're unicorns and they're incredibly unique in the track and field setting. One thing I think that's important about creating, one of the things I think that's important is creating an elite sort of presence. This is probably the slide that I'm most proud of as a coach. We've been fortunate to do a lot of things on the track, but off of the track, we have, in the last 8.5 years, sent 30 kids on NCAA academic scholarships and sent 20 kids on youth sport scholarships to here in Canada. We have undergraduate degrees, students that have graduated from master's programs, some pursuing medical degrees and doctorates. The law degree is the one I said that that student athlete just finished, and we've even created some foundations. To me, this is an elite presence, not just on the track, but off the track. Preparing our athletes as coaches, I think or to become coaches, and providing opportunities for them to work inside of a field of sport is incredible. We've partnered with the Canada Summer Jobs Program, and we've been incredibly fortunate to have 10 paid coaches in the summer. And that's giving young people opportunities to work in a field where they have spent a lot of time as athletes. I think that that's important as well. And having a global presence. We here have Kelsey Bockwell, who's studying psychology. I believe she's in her master's now, and she wants to become a clinical psychologist. This is her competing at World Indoors in 2018. She's an incredible role model for our younger kids. And for us, this is exactly what we want to do. We want to coach and mentor young people. As I mentioned, creating opportunities. We try to create opportunities in the community as well by our community outreach initiatives. We run a women's can and a girls can program where we try to bring world champions, elite level coaches in, pair them with young girls and provide shoes for them. Community outreach is something that's, again, near and dear to my heart. From where I grew up to where I teach now, it's something that I think is should be a sole focus of a group of organizations if you're looking at building success and team dynamic as well. So for me, those are the 5 areas I think that if you're able to cultivate them from an athletic team standpoint, I think that they're incredibly important. But they also, I believe, bleed into the workplace as well. If you're an effective leader, you're going to have a philosophy for the people that you work with. You're going to create some type of developmental framework, as well as you're going to funnel information incredibly well down from yourself to the people that are working with you. You're going to have great team dynamics, which allow the people that are there to want to work with you. And you're going to have some type of presence. And I say elite presence, but you're going to have some type of presence where those people that work with you are very proud to be there and want to continue to be there on a daily basis. So for me, and again, I am understanding of the time that you guys have here. But for me, the one thing I wanted to end with you today was one lesson on resiliency. For me, as you mentioned, John, before, I have been very successful and thankful for that. But my greatest source of success was also my most profound source of failure. In 2019, Brandon was Canadian champion. He broke the Canadian, he just came off of breaking a Canadian record. He had won a Diamond League event. He was ranked number 4 in the world. He had a credible streak of races, and there were a lot of people that were touting him to become either a world champion or be on the podium at World Championships in Doha, Qatar. However, he had a little bit of a misstep. He finished 18th and didn't make the final. And I held myself very largely responsible for that. I felt as if I had prepared him to his best ability for all of the things off the track, he could have been as successful as he needed to be on the track. So I started to look at it a little bit of a different way, and I thought to myself, when failure is met with patience and time and an open mind and the appropriate supports, resiliency is increased and it helps to sustain itself. So for me, I don't think I was patient at that time. We were trying to rush things. And I needed a little bit more time to sit down and think about it. As a leader myself, I was able to sit down and talk with his sports psychologist and also my own. And because of that, those appropriate supports, I think that I was able to create a resiliency where I think that the next time I have an athlete at a level like that, I think I'll approach it much differently. So that's my one lesson on resiliency. Again, John, thank you for having me here to talk. I'm not sure if there's time for questions or not, but if not, this is my email. Feel free to give me a shout on here. I can answer any questions you have, but I'm definitely thankful for the opportunity to present here.
Thanks, Kurt. That was very insightful, inspirational. Yes, if there are any questions, you can enter them into the chat, and we can just give it a couple minutes here to see if anything comes in. Okay, so I think we will proceed. Thanks again, Kurt. Any questions that do come forward, we will either redirect or we can they can reach out to you directly.
Sure. Thanks again, John.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so proceeding then with the award presentations. So the Healthy Workplace Awards, the 2021 program, recognized organizations across 3 categories. Similar fashion to 2020. We had the Health and Safety Award, Mental Health Promotion, and Organizational Social Responsibility. And again, this was reflective of activities during the second year of the pandemic. There were some, first-time applicants, but those returning, it was almost, we were encouraging to see what kind of development and how things had advanced in the workplace. Some were unable to operate, and within that, the first several months or much of the first year, but into the past year, we saw things opening up and workplaces able to get back and functional or changing their ways. And in many of the applications, we saw that it represented change for them. So within each, so the Health and Safety Award, there is bronze, silver, and gold level, and as well the same for the Mental Health Promotion Award. The Organizational Social Responsibility Award recognizes those organizations that went above and beyond their normal operations to reach out and support the needs of the community. So without further ado, we will begin to acknowledge. Oops, sorry about that. So starting with BANNA, the Bulimia Anorexia Nervosa Association, they were recipients of the Health and Safety Gold Award and Mental Health Promotion Silver. Like many other organizations, BANNA had to adapt. As we saw this, as I said, through many of the applications. It was about adaptation to the complexities that the pandemic brought to maintaining a safe and healthy workspace for their employees. This year, they focused a lot on the mental health of their staff and community. We saw a lot of this as well, where initially it was about, well, we need to get open and do it safely. But as the pandemic progressed and as we all moved along with it, we really started to feel and notice that we've got to do more here. And we started to see some manifestation of mental illness in some areas. So to enhance mental wellness, BANNA extended their usual model of be yourself to be kind to yourself. So, and as part of this campaign, they were encouraging individuals to practice self-care or increase levels of self-care and find some small way that they could be kind to themselves daily. Examples were shared on their social media channels, and the message was furthered by their billboard and mall poster advertisements. They also created an additional page on their website, Be Kind, that acts as a hub for, with additional resources tied in with other community organizations. So congratulations. Canadian Mental Health Association, Windsor-Essex County branch, is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award, the Mental Health Promotion Gold Award, and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. CMHA remained committed to supporting vulnerable individuals in the community throughout the pandemic, while maintaining priority of health and safety for their staff. Virtual service delivery was not an option for many of their clients, as was introduced in the early part of the pandemic. So, then in-person services were then reintroduced, modified in order to continue support for those individuals that needed that. Staff were provided with guidance on appropriate use of personal protective equipment, or PPE, in various scenarios to keep them safe. in partnership with other community agencies. The CMHA supported the community in new initiatives, including H4, Housing, Homelessness, Health Hub at Waterworld, in addition of a pandemic response therapist in the health center. Pop-up vaccination clinics, as we saw with a few of the applicants as well, and more. So congratulations. Children First is a recipient of the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. Last November, they received the same award, recognizing social media efforts. Since then, the agency has enhanced its commitment to reaching out to families with young children through social media accounts, designated a half-time staff position to manage social media posts, and recently assembled a social media advisory committee. The committee is charged with recommending and reviewing content to ensure that the posts represent best practices in the field of early childhood development. With these enhancements, they feel that they have the potential to support and inform more families. So congratulations. Colchester Ridge Estate Winery, known to some as CREW, is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award. And to quote, "We are proud to be recipients of the Gold Health and Safety Workplace Award. Our priority at Colchester Ridge Estate Winery is to offer measures to keep our employees, customers, and the community safe while offering the best winery experience possible. We implemented a workplace employee vaccination policy as well as the proof of vaccination policy for all guests for the entire facility. Our staff receives continuous training to ensure compliance with all regulations to prevent the spread of COVID-19. We will continue to maintain a high standard of safety for all to enjoy and experience wine country." Congratulations. Diageo is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold and Mental Health Promotion Silver Award. Oops, apologies. Working together to keep our employees safe is how we here at Diageo demonstrate zero harm. In an effort to ensure we produce the high quality product our customers expect, we worked to ensure our employees had a safe environment to work in. That meant doing things like hand washing posters, awareness sessions, installing foot operated door openers, separated workstations, screening, and automatic temperature taking. Our sick leave policy evolved with the pandemic, as we saw many, many things evolve. Not only do we make Crown Royal, but we ensure our people are treated the royal way. Congratulations. The Downtown Windsor BIA is a recipient of the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. The Downtown Windsor BIA works hard to ensure that its membership remains safe and supported during these unprecedented times. As the province moves through updated stages of reopening, the DWBIA assists its member businesses with the necessary flexibility of addressing and keeping the ongoing risks of COVID-19 at bay, and helps them remain compliant with public health advice. As a steward of the core, the DWBIA recognizes the importance of its role during this time of crisis. It's through the DWBIA that members can access accurate information from appropriate experts effectively and efficiently. Congratulations. Family Services Windsor-Essex is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award, Mental Health Promotion Gold Award, and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. Family Services Windsor-Essex is proud of our contributions to improving wellness during the COVID-19 pandemic. We are committed to mental health and wellness within our organization and in the broader community. We foster open communication with staff, and we encourage them to take up to 2 hours of wellness release time per week and to use our employee assistance program to help manage their own mental health. We recognize that our staff are key to making an impact in the community, so keeping them healthy is our priority. Congratulations. Next, we have FreshCo, the McDougall and Tecumseh store. They are recipients of the Health and Safety Silver Award, the Mental Health Promotion Bronze Award, and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. During COVID-19, the staff at McDougall and Tecumseh FreshCo stuck together. We had at times some difficult customers, but we got through it. We had shortages with products. We had customers who didn't want to follow the rules. At the end of the day, McDougall and Tecumseh FreshCo is a family, and family sticks together through the bad and good. Congratulations. Green Shield Canada is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award, the Mental Health Promotion Gold Award, and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. As the global COVID-19 health crisis wages on, we continue to support our employees and make our commitments to GSCers clear. As of March 2021, the majority of employees continued to work from home, with less than 2% working in the office to perform essential tasks critical to our business. Throughout the pandemic, as the restrictions in our province changed, GSC gave all employees an opportunity to work in the office if desired. We saw a lot of this, the transitional or flexible working arrangements, which was really, really important for continuity. We implemented a mental health training program for our entire leadership team. And to further support mental health, we also increased the amount of benefit dollars for each and every employee. In addition, we partnered with the Canadian Mental Health Association to make available a dedicated in-person or virtual resource to any GSCers who had a mental health related inquiry. Congratulations. Hotel Dieu Grace Healthcare is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award, the Mental Health Promotion Gold Award, and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. Throughout this past year of the COVID-19 pandemic, Hotel Dieu Grace Healthcare has maintained its efforts to support the needs of the Windsor-Essex community, the patients and clients we serve, and the healthcare heroes leading the charge. We supported virus outbreaks in our community by redeploying dozens of staff to long-term care and retirement homes and temporary homeless shelter. Our teams provided community testing for potentially infected individuals and administered vaccines when the hopeful day came. We supported our patients' emotional needs by offering virtual and eventually outdoor visits and by creating the designated care partner program, training patients' loved ones on best practices so they can enter the building safely to see and care for these patients. We launched the COVID-19 recovery program for those experiencing lingering effects of the virus to help them return to normal living. These successes would not have been possible without the people behind them. Through continued recognitions, gifts of thanks, and a special project highlighting the intimate pandemic experiences of our staff coming this October, our people are at the forefront of what we do. We are proud and thankful for all that HDGH has accomplished this past year, knowing that our fight is not over. So true. Congratulations. The municipality of Lakeshore is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award, Mental Health Promotion Gold Award, and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. The municipality of Lakeshore is committed to the health and safety of our staff. Throughout the last 19 months, we have undertaken several measures to keep everyone safe, including implementing a cohort plan, offering remote work, increased cleaning, implemented an online screening procedure. We saw much of this as well. Provided custom masks, offered mental health workshops, promoted our EAP, and offered meditation mindfulness sessions in efforts to keep our employees' minds and bodies healthy and well. Frequent communication has been critical in ensuring compliance to protocols and promoting well-being of staff. Our employees have played an integral part in keeping the workplace safe and COVID-free. Congratulations. Orange Line Farms Limited is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award. With the COVID-19 pandemic now approaching another holiday season and vaccination numbers rising, we at Orange Line Farms are hopeful that some sort of normalcy is not too far away. While we all faced many challenges throughout the pandemic, we found it also really brought people together as a team with everyone doing their part to not only protect themselves, but everyone around them. Suggestions flowed freely and were all considered. During the worst of the pandemic, we developed a plan to keep our migrant worker living cohorts together by color coding each bunkhouse and supplying them with different colored shirts to make it easier when assigning jobs. We installed an ATM on site to allow them easier access to their money without having to travel into town. These things were all key to our success in keeping COVID-19 out of our migrant worker housing and keeping them safe until vaccinations were available. Our greatest responsibility has been and will always be the health and safety of our employees. Congratulations. Rico International Group is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. This pandemic posed a lot of challenges over the past 2 years, but it was nothing that we couldn't handle. We are so grateful to have such a strong team that came together and overcame these challenges by implementing new policies and health and safety protocols to ensure the safety and well-being of our employees and their families. At Rico, we value teamwork and giving back to the community. We were honored to be able to use our own how-to design and manufacture face shields for first responders in our community. We have such a supportive family culture here at Rico. When times are tough, we overcome challenges together and move forward with confidence and resilience. Congratulations. St. Clair College is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award, Mental Health Promotion Gold Award, and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. St. Clair College has strived to achieve success targeting the 6 dimensions of wellness throughout 2021. The Wellness Committee has been committed to supporting employees through these dimensions of wellness to improve overall employee well-being. The college continues to be a strong community partner in the efforts to manage COVID-19 as the Sportsplex at Windsor campus was being used as a COVID-19 vaccination center. The college has also worked with WeChew, the health unit, to offer pop-up vaccination clinics on campus. Throughout the pandemic and leading into fall of 2021 semester, the college has also made quick adjustments to academic delivery, rapid testing, and vaccination programs, and to their COVID-19 pandemic plan to ensure the safety of all employees and students. So again, very much of a transition experience by the college. Congratulations. The Corporation of the City of Windsor is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award, Mental Health Promotion Gold Award, and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. In May of 2021, the Corporation of the City of Windsor launched a survey to reach out to employees to get a better understanding of the challenges that staff have been facing, where staff may be struggling, and to get input on suggestions on what could be done to help. The survey highlighted a variety of challenges and stressors. Steps have been taken to address a number of concerns brought forward. Some examples include holding financial wellness sessions, offering team and leadership training series, and exploring new policies. Continued efforts are being investigated to help expand on mental health resources to assist them. Congratulations. The Windsor-Essex Community Housing Corporation is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. Achieving balance through challenging times. We have found achieving balance in our workplace and our buildings, which are homes to people, challenging as we responded to the COVID-19 pandemic. Our priority duty remains to keep our employees, stakeholders, and residents safe. We had plans to deal with the pandemic if one were to occur, but like everyone else, none of us had ever dealt with one this far-reaching. We reached out to all government levels, agencies, and partners to improve and strengthen our communities. We all worked together to share resources, and our team and residents proved to be the most resilient. Congratulations. Windsor Regional Hospital is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award, Mental Health Promotion Gold Award, and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. Windsor Regional Hospital recognizes that the path to a healthier workplace starts with the recognition that vital employees and a healthy, productive workplace culture contribute to the core business of our organization. It is our belief that healthy employees are happy employees. We recognize that these broad-based factors are interdependent and must be considered as parts of a holistic approach to a healthy workplace and employee well-being. Congratulations. The Windsor-Essex County Health Unit is a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award, Mental Health Promotion Gold Award, and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. The Health Unit is proud to be a recipient of the Health and Safety Gold Award, Mental Health Promotion Gold Award, and the Organizational Social Responsibility Award. They are most proud of their tireless efforts to support the health and well-being of the community by working to stop the spread of COVID-19, leading local vaccination efforts, and providing timely information to businesses, workplaces, and to residents living in Windsor-Essex County. Thank you very much to the Health Unit and congratulations. Okay, so that concludes the acknowledgement and presentation of the award recipients. And once again, congratulations for all the hard work. But I think it's also important to acknowledge those who may not have, applied directly to the awards. We know there's a lot of really good, hard, dedicated work happening in our community. Many other businesses, whether it was by virtue of having to do certain things or by, choosing to go beyond and better practices. There's a lot of great work that has gone on to try to make everything safer for all of us. So we'd like to, at this time, mention that those recipients of the awards, there are digital resources that we will be distributing in the very near future in the form of decals, say for email signatures or on social media, websites, etc., kind of a badge of the awards. Also, too, we will be issuing some certificates so that you can decide on your own how you want to display those. We also we have another webinar I wanted to bring to your attention that is The finishing touches are happening as we speak. Early part of December is the expected launch date, so there will be information definitely sent out in promotion of that, and we encourage all of you to attend that. I want to thank Kurt again for being with us today. It was very inspirational, and even though we were here primarily to celebrate the recipients of the awards, we truly do want to acknowledge every workplace. And so at this point, I would like to thank everyone for being with us today, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.